The Book of Ezra, found in the Old Testament of the Christian Bible and the Hebrew Bible, is a historical account primarily dealing with the return of the Jewish exiles from Babylon and the subsequent rebuilding of the Temple in Jerusalem. The book can be divided into two sections. The first section, chapters 1 to 6, focuses on the first return of the exiles under the leadership of Sheshbazzar and later, Zerubbabel and the high priest Joshua. This return is made possible by Cyrus the Great, who decrees that the exiled Jews may return to their homeland and rebuild the temple, fulfilling the prophecy of Jeremiah. Chapter 1 begins with Cyrus' proclamation, and the Jewish people respond with enthusiasm. They are generously supported with resources for the rebuilding and with personal donations from their Babylonian neighbors. Once back in Jerusalem, the returnees restore the altar and lay the foundation of the temple. However, they face opposition from surrounding peoples who hinder the construction of the temple, and the work comes to a halt. Chapters 3 to 6 detail the struggles and opposition faced by the Jews in rebuilding the temple. It's only after the prophetic intervention of Haggai and Zechariah, and the subsequent support from the Persian kings, Darius and Artaxerxes, that the temple is finally completed and dedicated, and the Passover is celebrated. The second section of the book, chapters 7 to 10, jumps forward several decades and recounts the second return under the leadership of Ezra, a priest and scribe. Authorized by King Artaxerxes, Ezra leads a group of exiles back to Jerusalem with the aim of teaching the laws of God and reforming the religious practices of the people. Upon his arrival, Ezra is confronted with the issue of intermarriage between the Jews and the local non-Jewish inhabitants. Viewing this as a serious transgression of God's commandments, he prays and confesses the sins of the people. The book concludes with the people's agreement to Ezra's proposed covenant, promising to separate themselves from foreign wives and their children, showing the seriousness with which they took the breaking of the law. Overall, the Book of Ezra underscores the sovereignty of God in fulfilling his promises, especially through unexpected means like foreign kings. It highlights the importance of the law, the centrality of the temple, and the practice of proper worship. The return of the exiles and the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem are presented as key parts of God's plan for the restoration of his people.